Injury-wise, you mentioned yesterday you had a lot of guys nicked up and you postponed things today kind of because of that.
Yeah.
Is there a concern about that? Is it more than normal this time of camp?
You know what? It was just all at one position, which is a critical position because it's tough to evaluate quarterbacks if you've don't have enough offensive linemen, because you're not going to be able to run the ball, and then you're certainly not going to be able to pass protect. So with those two things, it hit that position, and so I made my decision to unfortunately have to cut our stuff short. We're going to go inside. We're going to get in the weight room. We're going to get on the field, do bands, and then we're going to try to get in the pool for some conditioning and pool therapy.
Anything serious long term that you're concerned about?
No, it's none of that. It's just all nagging stuff that's going to, if we sit there and we play with it, then they might not be able to play Friday night. And that game's going to be held Friday night in Winnipeg, and we intend to go over there and play good football and be physical. And in order to do that, you have to get your guys ready.
And properly evaluate quarterbacks and do the best on line.
Absolutely, you got to take your best offensive line and have them ready to play.
Do you change anything next week now as you lead up to that first preseason game? Do you change how camp operates at all?
We'll have one a day. I mean, we keep a rep count. Again, we're at about 700 right now, total reps with team, and so that's about 350 reps a piece. So that puts us at around 60 or 70 per day, and the rookies have had certainly more than that. So the rookies that are here, their legs are pretty heavy, and so I've got to look at and be real smart at how we proceed. But it's only one a day, and when we'll treat it probably a little bit more like a real game, because I want to be able to evaluate apples and apples on Friday night.
I was just talking to Tony Washington, and he said he loves playing for you and McAdoo. I think one of the first moves you made when you came back was to go get Tony Washington. Tell me about him and your relationship that you've had with him.
Well, I mean, we've been together since Calgary, and we've won a couple of 3 championships together. So I mean, he's a guy that's he's going to aggravate you to death. I mean, but at the same time, you know what to expect. I mean, every time you throw him out there, yes, he's going to have the 1 or 2 plays where you're like, what in the world are you doing, Tony? But then he's going to have 3 or 4 plays where he's like, man, that's what you got him for. He's going to be physical. He's going to be here, do the right things, and so I mean that's what you know about Tony.
It's pretty important, I imagine, to have a guy in that position who you can trust.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, he's now he's being pushed. I mean, we've got some good young left tackles and guys that can really play, some really good athletes, and so he's being pushed, and he knows he's being pushed, and but at the same time, I mean, like I say, at the end of the day exactly what to expect from him.
What do you remember about the 2014 version of Dion Lacey?
Well, he played his way on, and I've been telling him without telling him his name. We've had guys in the past that just absolutely played their way onto a roster, and when he did that, we were down in Florida, and we had like a first-round draft pick from Ohio State and another draft pick, and then this guy from West Alabama is just continuing to take reps, continuing to play, and then all those others took themselves out of the equation and decided that football wasn't important enough to them, and Dion Lacey didn't. And so there's a reason, the toughness and the determination that he has. Does he run quite as well as he used to? Probably not. He's a little bit like all of us, but at the same time, he can crank it up and he can still get after you.
And what do you say about, I think you just kind of gave us a little indication, the 2022 Dion Lacey, you said doesn't run as fast?
Well, like I say, I mean, we all, that's a lot of years, and he's played a lot of ball, and, like the version I remember him, they tried to triple team, and they doubled him at the line of scrimmage and had a cleanup guy, and he beat all 3 of them, made a tackle. And the other day out here in inside drill, all the young guys are feeling a little sorry for themselves, and he's the guy that's cranking up, making plays behind the line of scrimmage. So I mean, he's still very capable, and certainly he has the toughness and determination and leadership qualities that we're looking for.
And you look out there at times, and you got a young group of defenders in some spots, and how much has he become a leader in either his voice or in just, like you say, what he does on the field?
Yeah, well, they respect him. I mean, they know where he's been, what he's done, all the things he's accomplished, and the fact that, he's won a championship. So he certainly, when he comes in, he has the respect of the room.
Stuff.
All right. Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.